This is a Cindy Gardener Dotson.
Ho, ho, ho! This is Santa Claus here, and you are listening to the Skinny Jean Gardener podcast. Ho, ho, ho! A slight Terry Wogan about it. Ho, ho, ho! Enjoy.
Migration.
Skinny Jean is not my lover. It's just a guy that taught me about gardening. Skinny Jean is not my lover. It's just a guy that taught me about gardening. Skinny Jean is not my lover. It's just a guy that taught me about gardening. Skinny Jean is not my lover. It's just a guy that taught me about gardening.
Hello and welcome to a very special World House Michelle Brothers Garden celebration of your special
Carol Fine's idea of paradise. Carol, what brought you down to this? I've always lived in this city. And I've always yearned for a garden. When I got the opportunity
Ho, ho, ho! Like I said, you are listening to the Skinny Jean Gardener podcast, sponsored by the lovely people of Mano Mano. That's where I got all my presents from this. Wink, wink. That's where I got all my presents from this year. Don't tell the children. What you're about to hear is the Christmas special from Lee, Peter Donegan, and I should have Dale. It's the brother of Lee, not of Donegan. But how we laughed. How they laughed. Enjoy this little chat for Christmas. I don't know why my voice went up there. Enjoy this Christmas chat with the lads. Thank you. It's the garden chit chat, the garden chit chat. It's the garden chit chat, the garden chit chat. It's a garden chit chat, it's a garden chit chat. Chat, 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 chat. The garden chit chat.
Boom. Boom. Say something.
Well, hey, podcast fans.
Quite a deep voice, he'll get in there.
Okay. Okay. Go for it.
It's pretty good like this, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, welcome to the Skinny Jean Gardener podcast. I am Dale.
Joking.
Do you enjoy?
Yo, what's happening, everyone? Welcome to the Skinny Jean Gardener podcast Christmas special. Merry Christmas for tomorrow, because it's going to happen on the 24th, Peter.
We're coming in hot.
What are you getting involved with?
I don't know. Oh, goodness.
Got former Skinny Jean Gardener, Dale Connolly.
Founder.
Former. And fellow friend of the show, podcaster. No, I'm not going to say legend, but I was going to, just to be kind. Peter Donegan. Merry Christmas, guys.
Yeah.
Should we chink? Just there you go. Really
Not too loud.
getting very Christmassy.
Yeah. You can tell by the base of the clink, the fullness of the glass.
Right, it is the Christmas special.
Yeah.
Came out on the 24th, so no one really listens on the 24th, so don't worry, Peter. I've got you some presents.
Oh.
Thank you. There we go. One for you.
Oh, we've got
Okay.
some luxury Santa hats.
There you go, Peter.
I've got to wear a Santa.
Do you want us to keep the labels on?
Yeah, we've got to go back after this. Here we go, look. Do you feel festive now?
Are we actually allowed to take the labels off?
Yeah, no, seriously, yeah. But I do
Then
need
we'll
a
go
pound
back.
off each of you. Now you're talking. You can see why I wanted to come up here now rather than do this downstairs.
You know this is audio. You know we don't have to...
No, I know, but you need to get into
Right, I'm in the mood.
bits.
I'm in the mood.
And also, throughout the show, we can open these festive greeting
Crackers.
crackers.
There we go.
Huh? You don't get this on the Sod Show, do you?
You don't get nothing on the Sod Show.
Sod all.
So yeah, Merry Christmas. Have we had a good year?
It's been an interesting year. Been a different year. But then, then that's what makes it different from the... Whose alarm's gone off?
That cake I put in the oven's just ready. Christmas cake, that's coming in a minute.
Yeah, it's unusual to be sitting with the other half.
Yeah, because it's the first time you two met. In fact, the first time me and Peter met, we were talking about the split of us two. And we've come really full circle and now you're meeting each other.
When you knocked for me earlier, it felt like I didn't even want to shake your hand because I thought you were a friend already.
Sure, look.
Well, I wouldn't have shook his hand after the things he said about you.
It's all on the record, boys. It's all on the record. No.
Dale, your year's been a happy one?
My year has been good, yeah. Welcoming life into the world with our daughter, Poppy. So, becoming a dad of 2 under-2s. There's lots of nappies, lots of changing nappies and that. And, we've ended the year with decking being laid in our garden, so...
I like how you brought it round to...
I really are. I really were.
Back on message.
Yeah.
Who laid the deck?
Who do you think?
Your dad?
Of course he did.
Wow.
Peter come around earlier and met Dad, who was painting.
Yeah. I'm putting oil in your car.
He did that, as well. He's a bit of a...
Yeah.
I couldn't have done what he'd done to my decking.
Well, I suggested to your dad that he do a Madonna and adopt me, just so I could call him Dad.
He didn't answer, strangely.
No, but he is. He's a pretty. I think there are dads who can, and moms who can do the all-encompassing, all-around. Repair a microwave, fix a toaster. I just made you a rocket ship. That kind of a thing. And
Something we're losing, aren't we? I think when I think of Dad and how he can turn his hand to pretty much anything. And even if he fails, he still turns his hand to it. Where I'm like, I'll just maybe find someone to do that for me.
Yeah, but do you think that's because we've got Dad? We rely on him too much.
I don't mean, you should see me try and fill holes in the house. It's not good.
Well, I went to Peter's and he was axing up wood, and that scared me enough.
You're quite hands-on, Peter.
I would. Yeah, I think it's when you're working with materials and you know how it works, then you get to explain to somebody how you want them to work it rather than them telling you how they would like to work it. And so you get to know finishes. And so I think I've made Ella's bed, and I made her headboard, which has her name etched out in it and LED lights behind it, and made her bookshelves and wardrobes for her dolls, but they were all something else beforehand, albeit still wood. So.
And are those types of headboards and beds available on Facebook Marketplace this Christmas to buy?
No.
Donovan's Furniture.
No.
Shipped in from Ireland, available now.
Pardon me. No, it's not. No. I just do it for the.
That's really
for the buzz. But then my dad bought myself and my brother a soldering iron when we were, I think I was 6, and that's what he brought us back from wherever he was travelling at the time as a present. I know nobody to this day who's ever got a solder iron as a present from their dad when they were 6, but we did. So
my hairdresser this morning, who I was talking to you about earlier, we were talking about Christmas presents, and she said that she went and got her granddad for Christmas a Swiss Army hammer.
I've got one of them.
It's a hammer that's got like knives on and scissors on and a nail file. Is that what they have on them?
Yeah, they've got it all. Yeah, they're really good.
Mad.
I'll show you mine. I left mine in a load of. I left the knife open, put it in the plants. Got told off by Sam because
You can't.
Olive could. Oh, I forgot, didn't I? So
You probably shouldn't be saying that.
no, that's probably.
You probably need to
it
just
out.
say, maybe tell people not to.
Probably don't do. Yeah, this is. Yeah, probably don't do that. By the way, to obviously
Yeah.
keep your knives away
This probably needs to be edited. That bit.
from 3-year-olds. We put the warning in. It's fine.
Now you have to take it out.
Oh, why did you say that?
Now you have to take out that I leave knives around the house for children. I hide them in plants.
I don't do it on purpose.
No, I know that.
What? Hang on a minute. No, let's be honest. No one's going to do that.
No, nobody's going to do that.
But if anyone did, we don't want the Skinny Jean Gardener podcast to be blamed for it.
Peter, why are you not saying anything? It's like you're
He's very.
Well, I'm
quite
PR
candid,
trained.
aren't you?
He's
You're
PR trained.
No,
Yeah.
I'm not the host of the show. It's his, so I just take
I
it
feel
back.
like you don't want to talk about
He
knives and flower
struggles. He
pots.
struggles not being the host.
I struggle with. Yeah, no.
That's what it is.
It's a gang up. It's like 2-on-1. You two are used to working with each other, and yeah.
So anyway, I've got some Deccan,
The biggest news of the year.
and here's and what I'm quite excited about is that the courtyard was concrete and now it's decking, and I'm going to plant on the walls to keep as much space because we've got a small townhouse, so we don't have much outdoor space, and it's like an even surface. The decking's pretty safe to fall on. I'm really excited for next summer now. Like, I mean, the girls have been out there already. Well, our eldest has been out there.
So have you? Did you? I'm not hosting the show. I'm not hosting the show, but as a genuine question, did you have a fallout of love with gardening for a bit post the duo, and then have you kind of come full circle and are falling back into love with it, albeit it'll be on a personal level?
Yeah, for the children.
And I'll base that upon how long you've been living in your place of residence now, and how long has it taken you to turn around and say what you just said there?
3 years.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, and totally. I mean, you listen back to podcast whatever, Lee can put it in the show notes, when I talked about the fallout of Skinny Jean Gardeners, and
yeah.
one of the reasons for that was that, you know, the garden's quite an intimate, personal space, and to do what you guys do, I don't really know about your social presence, but Lee.
Pete is very good at keeping.
Okay, but I mean, for Lee, like, he's taking pictures all the time and documenting his life in the garden all the time, which basically invites thousands of people from around the world into your garden. And for me, that was just a bit too much. So yeah, I'm falling back in love with my garden because of the girls and what memories we're going to make on the Deccan.
I don't know. I'm a little bit different because I make gardens for other people, I guess, as a real job. And then, and I think the stories that the podcast would tell are essentially about other people. So I'm, as silly as it sounds, when I speak to somebody else, they're the star of the show, and I'm very much I'm not even the backup singer, and I'm quite content with that. On the other hand, when I make a garden for somebody, I just build it and then I have to walk away. So they, as you rightly worded it, they're now their memories. My memories are of baking the cake or constructing the garden or piecing it all together or coming up with the plan. But after that, I have to step away from it. You know, unless it's my own. So, you know, there's a difference. Pull a cracker.
You felt the conversation was going to the cracker point.
Yeah,
Which is fine.
It was heading to the cracker point. We got more. Hold on.
See what we've got.
No, hold on.
I spent a lot of money on these crackers, mate. So
I would highly doubt it. I'm just waiting for the joke. Is there no joke?
the joke is the cracker, probably.
No, where's the
No,
joke?
there should be.
Oh, say what? Sorry, I got it.
You stop swearing. I'm going to have to put explicit. I was going to put explicit on this.
It's a family show.
Okay, Dale Lee. What happened when the snow girl fell out with the snow boy?
I don't know what happened to this. What happened?
She gave him the cold shoulder. That's terrible. That's rotten. Terrible. Right.
We've got 5 more chances at a laugh at some point.
Yeah, okay.
Mano Mano.
Ho, 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 it's me, Santa Claus again, with a slight cough. Ho, 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 ho. Just here to tell you that you, like me, actually, I'm pretty busy. I have been busy this weekend, but I'll probably be chilling next weekend. Ho, ho, ho. But if not, I would probably be doing a project for Mrs. Claus. Oh, ho, ho. Well, I know one place I'll go to. It's manomano.co.uk. It's literally selling everything. I'm losing a little bit there. Selling everything you could possibly need for your next DIY or garden project. Oh, yes. Fill up your basket now on manomano.co.uk with everything you need for this weekend project. Enjoy the rest of your day, even though it's Christmas. But we know there'll be a project between Christmas and New Year's. Oh, ho, 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 yes. Mrs. Claus will be asking me to do something. And we're safe in the knowledge that your tools and materials are on their way. Mano Mano are here to help you with the best products, the best brands, and the biggest range at the best of prices. manomano.co.uk. Get that project finished this Christmas weekend. Continue.
Had you got a plan for this episode out of random curiosity?
The idea of me having a plan for any episode is laughable.
Uh-huh.
I just thought it'd be... Go on, mate.
Oh no.
He's like anything. Here, take it. I'll take it. Pull another cracker, quick.
Pull another cracker.
Okay, so I always like when you get to the end of the year, you start to think about the next year, like 2019.
Yeah.
I don't know if this question's very good because it's going to.
I feel like Pete's not got so festive now too.
No, it's just
Don't mess your hair up.
No, I've got a large head.
No, I want to
cutting the blood supply.
I'm going to retract my question.
No.
I'm retracting because I just think it's too deep.
I'll go deep with it.
What's the deep question? You can edit it after.
All I was going to say is that when I was walking here, or when I was thinking about meeting you two today, I was thinking, how do you prevent like what you do and what your peers do being like not part of like a little club? Like, actually, how much? When I walk down the street and look at people's houses, I'm like, how many people are actually gardening? Or how many people actually do what you do? It's the same with like cooking. Like, not many people cook like Jamie Oliver, but I love watching it.
Yeah.
How many people just watch what you do compared to actually do what you do?
Probably a good percentage.
Jeez. No, but I genuinely don't know how you answer that question. How many people do what I do in like my daytime job, or how many people do what I do in the podcast sense? Because in the podcast sense, it's not about. I'll go back and say it. It's not ever about me. It's always invariably about what they do, and for the greater part, I think if you take a gardener's question time, for example, and they're given gardening advice, then that you might be able to take a snippet from that on an irregular basis and go, oh, that's how they cut back that plant or that plant. But in mine, I don't think there's really a.
I think what I'm trying to say is.
Are you saying how many people you actually inspire from what we do?
Yeah, guys.
Is that what you mean?
I don't know. Like, there was research out about the Jamie Oliver effect. That people enjoy watching Jamie Oliver on TV, but most people will put a meal in a microwave or buy a curry pot of sauce instead of making their own sauce.
Yeah.
So
because I've watched Jamie a lot, and I've probably made about 2 or 3 of his meals.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is like, you know, okay, so. And this question goes on to another question: is that then next year, like, what sort of breakthrough do you want to see in the gardening industry? Like, well, Lee, me and you spoke at Glee, didn't we, earlier this year?
Yeah.
And I said we talked about let's not get young people into gardening. let's get people into gardening.
Yeah.
Like everyone talks about young people, but actually, how many people are truly reaping the benefits of growing their own? So it's a bit of a twofold.
Getting young
question.
people into gardening is just a good sales tactic, isn't it? It's just good.
I think it's a load of
spin.
Um,
If you could just say it without swearing,
because I've been around Peter.
I know.
I'm staying silent on this one.
But you wouldn't know that, listeners.
No, I don't. In the heyday when the Sod Show was on radio, I used to ask Brian, could I say the word? Say what? And Brian would say live on radio, and Brian would say, "Yeah, we can qualify that as a horticultural technical term," and on we'd move. And this is daytime radio, Friday 3 p.m. Same time as the
So you could.
the GQT boys. We could, if you can, in theory, I say, if you use it as an expletive, then no. If you use it as a horticultural technical term, in which case I believe that I did, then that's okay.
So Lee, are you allowed to swear on this podcast?
You're not allowed to swear in the podcast because that's just swearing.
That's
Generally
bullshit.
not. Right, no. Please stop, right? Generally not, right? But when I did Peter's interview this year, the two-parter, I listened to it through. Like when I listen back through interviews, I edit out the bad bits, obviously. I missed
Or bad language,
I missed
or-
a swear word, and when I listened to it in the car the other day, he obviously said, well, he said, "Say what?" Halfway. I don't know what he was talking about, what part, but he managed to get a swear word in there, and I missed it. No one's complaining about it yet, so
Don't, but this is but your listeners are worldwide, right?
yeah. Wow.
America, it's not.
I don't think I've got not many listeners in America.
It's true though.
They
Isn't
can't
it?
understand the accent.
Well, I've even heard. I've heard. Even like Christian.
How have we got onto this?
Christian podcasts? Men and women of the Lord, who will swear on their well, they'll say what on the podcast.
Oh, for God's sake.
Okay, right. But but it's all about a case of it's got to be relevant, and it has to have a context. If it has a relevance on a context, and you're into computer games, or you're into football, or you're into whatever the case may be, as long as it's got a relevance on a context, then I can live with that. In Ireland, to turn around and say something, for example, while you're on the subject of it, but I'm also going to steer you off the subject. If I was turning around in Ireland and say, Jesus Christ, it's usually when
Yeah.
something doesn't go according to plan, or your mother was clipping you across the ear. It was
It's not blaspheming.
No, it was per syllable. It was per syllable that there was a whack across the back of the ear whilst she was saying Jesus Christ.
Oh.
But it wasn't for religious anything, it was more as a case of everyday life. And again, to hear people, ladies, men, women or children, call people on a hurling pitch or a football pitch lads, it's a collective term for somebody essentially who is on the field. It doesn't mean a male gender thing, which can in this day and age be taken in and blown into something that it is not when it's in context. However, Jesus Christ, lads, the two of them together
Merry Christmas.
is bang on cue. So there you go.
That didn't even go off.
Oh, crikey! That's explosives, isn't it?
What an interesting conversation.
That really did turn.
Yeah.
I'm not getting my coat and going.
Yeah, see it, mate.
I thought you were. I thought you were for a second.
What do snowmen eat for lunch?
Snowballs.
Come on.
Really? Did you? Is that right?
No. What do snowmen eat for lunch?
I don't know.
Snow cones.
Snowflakes.
No, icebergers. Pound. Anyway.
Right. Right.
Your...
So my question was, next
Oh, yeah.
year, what
What's-
breakthrough would you like to see in your work,
Oh.
inspiring the world to dig deep?
I don't want to be big-headed, right? I think I've got something with this entertainment thing.
What, the gardening entertainment show?
Honestly. Like, at the show on Sunday, we'll just go. People enjoyed it.
I mean, you look surprised.
Yeah. No, I just thought it was just something like people expect a garden talk. David Dunham was the day before.
How'd that go down?
I don't know. Sash care. then they've got me next day. Expect a garden tour. In fact, I said to him at the start, "Who likes Monty Don here?" A few hands went up, obviously. So we won't see him doing this. Right, let's get on with the show.
Is that your opener?
Yeah.
That's a great opener. I mean, you want to be a little bit careful. Monty Don's people don't.
He ain't coming on this. I've asked him too many times.
I've never asked him.
Asked him.
No, it's been a long time since I asked anybody on. That's not being cocky. I said before, I have a funny habit of just meeting people and bumping into them. But it's not that I put in a least amount of effort. It's just I seem to end up with people saying, you should talk to Mary or whoever the case may be. That's it.
Do you ever feel like someone like Monty, like maybe needs to, like instead of him being asked to leave, like maybe he just needs to find, like maybe get a good deal with Netflix for a gardening show?
Don't give him ideas. What if he listens?
Just like, I mean, you telling me the other day, Attenborough and
9-part.
9-part Netflix series now. So BBC have lost that show.
Yeah.
Well, it was BBC Studios, whatever, blah 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 blah. Everyone like Monty's like thinking maybe there's a bit more, maybe there's more that I can bring.
I think his Garden's World through and through, and once he's done with Garden's World.
I got to be honest with you, my TV's not connected and I don't see any of it. I genuinely mean it. I don't see what everybody else sees. I'm aware that there's a hashtag on Twitter for Gardener's World. I'm aware that people tune into it. I know it's on BBC and I know what that is. I'm not totally naive, but I just don't watch it, so I can't comment on any of the garden television shows. I just don't watch television at all.
I remember one of our earliest phone calls together, right, where for some reason I thought like Ireland was like totally cut off from everything, and I must have been talking to you about Monty Don. I was like, you know who Monty Don is, right? And you're like, really? No, I don't know who he is. It was only like a few weeks later that I realised, oh, actually he was taking them. He must have been taking the mic.
Yeah.
It's like Ireland's quite far away, innit? He must have never heard of Gardener's World.
Just off the coast of England, Lee, as I always say, Who's phone and stuff?
I've got a friend.
I wonder like how many like. I wonder actually. It's one of the biggest gardening shows, Gardener's World, right?
Hasn't got much competition.
No, that's the thing, isn't
I just wonder how many. I mean, my Catherine, I always use her as a good test for just yeah. If I spoke to Monty Don, she'd only know it through my work in gardening, but her friends wouldn't really know who Monty Don.
No.
Like, I don't know what Monty Don has done for those. I don't know.
If you're it's a very simple thing. If you watch television on BBC, then you get to watch Gardener's World, or that's open to you.
It's in your ecosystem.
Yeah, it's you can stumble across it, you can change the channel, but chances are you'll probably bump into it, and then you can make a conscious decision. And that goes for ITV and Love Your Garden, and that's fine. Or so long as it's gardening on television, I'm quite content. I don't mind who's presenting the television programme or what it's about. The reality is or what's more important is how do you keep gardening on the television screen. The fact that I don't watch television has got nothing got to do with it. It means it's available there. What it also means is the YouTubers or the things that you used to do together, that's available as well. And then it comes down to the radio, and equally you got to turn around and say, well, look, BBC Radio 4 did the Roots to Riches podcast with I can't remember her name now, from Q, and I'm a massive fan of it, but they did
from QVC.
No, from Kew Gardens.
Okay, sorry.
And but that programme that they did, Roots to Riches, which is still available in podcast, BBC Radio 4, that GQT, and you look at the range of gardening that BBC has as a remit, from BBC Radio Oxford, BBC Radio, where's Toby Buckland is on one of them, isn't it?
Devon Wise?
I think he's Devon, yeah. And you see the remit. Every single one of them has a garden remit every single Saturday, and you're looking at it, and I can't fault the BBC in anything they do. However, the fact that I don't tune into BBC Radio Devon, albeit I might catch it later in podcast, and now you're heading into an entirely different thing. So they've made available there, and there. And then you look at Lee to my left, and essentially, if I want to find them on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, podcast, YouTube, Insta stories, doing Facebook Live with the RHS, it's all bases are ticked across the board, and it's still gardening, and it's all good. And essentially, you're saying, well, are you on Instagram? Yeah. Do you like gardening? Yes. Do you like him? Yes. Fine. Stay here. You don't watch TV. You're still getting your dose of gardening. You don't like Instagram. That's fine. Flick on BBC Two. That thing is there for you. You don't like that? Flick on the radio. And it's gas. The last piece of tech kit I bought was about 2 years ago, and it was a Bose Bluetooth speaker, so I could play podcasts off it as I'm walking around the house as if it was a radio. Game changer. TV still isn't connected.
How you're not sponsored by Bose, I don't know the amount of times I hear you talk about that.
Well, they're a genius piece of kit is what they are. They're a genius piece of kit.
You're doing the advert right now, aren't you?
I'm doing the adverts. It's not. Yeah. No, it's expensive, but it means what's on your telephone. And again, the amount of people who I know who aren't connected to a digital TV provider because they're in rental accommodation, and that's on statistically in Ireland and Dublin in particular, that's on the increase. In London, you have to have a mass market of rental properties who turn around and say, I don't want to get into bills, in particular if they're living in a, three lads living together, or it's not a cohabitation of a legal, whatever the correct terminology is for that, but essentially not three lads living in an apartment. You don't want to be getting into bills, and so it has changed. The whole way in which we're consuming garden media has changed, and if anybody believes for 1 minute now that you can go in as a garden writer for a Sunday newspaper, earn one check out of that, and that's going to pay your mortgage for the month, you're off your trolley. That's the biggest place it's changed, is in print, and that's headed towards digital. And on the flip side of that, you both know all of this. Anybody who thinks they can start a garden blog or a garden podcast and earn a living out of it and pay a mortgage is equally off their trolley. Now, that's not an opinion, that's talk to anybody.
Yeah, that's unless you're on an award-winning podcast like this. I have to cut that out in case I don't win. I didn't realise we were going to be chatting firstly so deeply and for so long. But
Neither did I.
You're cutting this short. Is this done now, is it?
Well, I just realised that you've got to go for a call at 3, so I don't want to.
We've got 10 minutes. I don't need to prepare.
Cool. Let's chat on for. Do you want to do a
at least to
cracker?
59?
Sweet. Let's crack on then. Cracker?
Go on,
Go for it. Brothers first.
Oh yeah. Oh, it's a loud one. That's going to sound good on the ears. Hit us. Oh, funny.
What does snowmen eat for lunch?
You kidding me?
Nope.
Icebergs? Same joke in the same box? Surely not.
Terrible.
What else do you get with these crackers? Well, I'm hopeful anyway, you two, that you can continue to do what perhaps the big broadcasters are going to struggle to do in years to come.
I don't honestly know about that, Dale. I think you'll find the odds. I personally, look, I have to give credit where it's due. Lee is particularly good at what he does. I saw the garden talk that he did. Where was that one, Lee?
One just gone?
No, he did a gardening club this year.
Oh, that was just up the road. Oh, apologise if any of them listen. I can't remember what town it was. It was a little village just up the road from me in Essex.
Alright, I'm not being smart. I saw the photograph of that, and you should put it out to show notes, because it's probably one of the greatest photographs I've ever seen of somebody giving a talk to a gardening club in my lifetime. And it's truth.
Yeah.
And it's a little bit different, and it's a little bit fresh. You don't have to like every part of. I've built gardens people have fallen in love with, and I've built gardens they didn't like. But that's the beauty about music or horticulture or gardening. You're not supposed to like everything.
No.
But that photograph is just somebody should frame that and just put it on a wall in a pub somewhere. It's a happy thing. It's a happy photograph. People are supposed to smile when they're doing garden stuff, and that's just that.
Yeah.
One. Two, bar the odd freak, which is what happened 8-10 years ago. Mary's a YouTube sensation. Give her a record deal. Well, Mary's a one-hit wonder. And Mary's now back where she used to be, working in the garden centre. She's no longer a YouTube sensation. Essentially, I think that bit of we found a new way to find an artist, which is a good USP. I think that's kind of gone. And I think in the podcast department, what do they say the shelf life is on a podcast? Something like 6 months to a year max. And then after that, we'll see you later, and you'll end up in the dust heap of iTunes, never to be seen again. You know, well, that's fine. I don't think too many are going to make a living out of it, and I think essentially that's what it will come down to. Or, in football terms, I'll give you £1 million a week if you stay. Okay. And I don't think that's going to happen where I am. But I think there's also a point where people wear their heart on their sleeve generally are never that loaded. And sometimes it's a bit of a shame when you see some of the good guys go. But then off the back of it, it's a motorbike in the background, but off the back of it, I get to see him doing garden talks, and that makes me smile, and I'm kind of going, well, not all is lost in the world, you know. Don't get me wrong, there's a place for somebody like myself, or Andrew Fisher Tomlin, or Helen and James Basson, whoever you want to stick on the add to that list, who will do a garden talk that's quite serious. But you also need to be able to
get that guy on that bike.
You also need to be able to have a bit of fun and laugh, and that's it. And you should also bear in mind, you also made a debut appearance on BBC Radio 4's Gardener's Question Time.
Yeah.
And what's her name?
Vanessa
And on Vanessa
win for
Phelps.
2018.
What I mean? Like,
Actually, that's a nice. I mean, that's actually a good ending for you two, like as gardeners. First, you know, what's one or two of your favourite wins of the year, and keep it short.
oh, your one has to be that. Sorry, I shouldn't answer on your behalf.
Well, that gardening club.
I just like that photograph.
Lee, any one or two wins of the year?
Yeah, that gardening club was one of them because it was my first gardening club. I was well scared about it, and it went down pretty well. And actually, probably Ideal Home Show this year,
Wow,
Christmas one.
from the whole year.
Honestly, it sounds like I'm plugging the show next year, but
Good show.
next year's tour it's going to be fantastic. Book me now. Probably dates already gone, but definitely check. Yourself?
Pete?
Yeah, I don't think I've got. I've not on the. Because we do things extremely differently, and again I'll go back and say it.
Just done the most amazing garden design and
It was just easier to say in his own time.
that was like one of the.
That's a week. That's just a weekend.
Sure, that's your go-to.
You're talking. Okay, so the
How was
confusing-
that not one of your highlights of the year?
No, I thought you meant on the podcast, and I was trying to say, well, it's.
It doesn't like crossing streams. That's like Ghostbusters.
Oh, okay.
No, it's not, because I'm not interviewed. I'm not interviewed on the podcast. I rarely talk about myself. You'll hear the odd cliche, but it's usually about whoever. I mean, I'm speaking to be that Dale or you or. But no, I'd say probably the Garden of France obviously tops it, and then after that, I'd say being. I can't remember who told me that, but being the first Irish designer to speak at the Landscape Show in London, not that that's a big, you can't frame that and stick it on a picture, but it was still nice to be asked to speak at it,
That's some good wins.
And obviously being in my company.
Obviously being in your
Throughout
company.
the year.
And Dale's. Yeah, no, we've seen each other a bit this year. Yeah, never a dull moment, I'd have to say.
You right, mate? You're going to put him off for an hour?
Yeah, I've got like 3 minutes till I talk to someone in Rayleigh.
3 minutes of gold left. One more cracker? Pete? We should ain't done one yet. It's all yours for the joke, mate.
I win again.
It's been quite nice. Oh, the hat's come off now. Just which means you must be getting ready for business mode.
Right, you've got white fluff from the hat.
I
there.
wasn't going to tell him, that's a brother thing.
Well, you know,
It's all up beside you.
well,
mate.
one of us was gonna get called a name later, and I'm sitting closest. So, don't tell me it's the same one that you just had. It is.
No, it's not.
No, it is. No, hold on.
Oh,
Oh, slightly different. What does snowman eat for breakfast?
I've seen the answer, so I'm not going to say it.
He had a bowl of.
Cocoa ice.
I don't know.
Snowflakes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What's that, guys? I'll let you round this podcast up.
Oh, well, mate,
Got any more
anyway.
fluff around me?
No, it's all over you. I mean, these hats, you can have the hat. The hat's yours.
Keep it.
Yeah, sure.
So here.
That's yours to go home with. Well, thanks, guys. I feel like we could have gone on for hours. But
Thanks,
Yeah, there you go.
nonetheless,
There you go.
this Christmas special, as you literally are running off, aren't you?
Yeah.
This Christmas special is over. But this podcast isn't, because after the outro, not that you guys have to endure it, but a lot of people have asked me to do some more singing.
Oh,
So-
no, they didn't.
No, they have.
No, they didn't.
So if you want to listen after the outro, then there's
Please.
an hour. I'm not even joking. This is not a joke.
An hour of
And
you
no
singing.
advice. An hour of me singing Christmas songs.
You're joking.
Go on.
An hour of it. Which you say what? On any other podcast, gardening podcast. So there you go. Anything to stand out from the crowd.
How on God's earth did you last for 3 years with singing? Did he always sing that much?
No.
It's got worse since I've been on my
The
own.
breakup made him do it.
Anything to fill the time.
Please come back.
Thanks, guys. Merry Christmas. I hope you have a good one.
I better take this call.
You-
Cha 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 cha. The garden chit chat. Ho 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 ho. I hope you enjoyed this Christmas special. A big thank you to Mr. Dale Connolly, a brother of Lee, and yes, he used to be a skinny jean guy. We don't talk about it anymore. And of course, Mr. Peter Donegan. I think it's about the 10th time he's featured on this podcast this year. Incredible! Ho 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 ho. We really are great. As Lee said at the end of that chat, there may be a little bit of a sing-song at the end of this podcast. So if you want to stay around for more garden, actually hardly any garden, but a lot of Christmas nonsense, then please do listen after this outro. For now, ho ho ho, I've got a little note here from Lee, because he decided that I would do the bits this year for the Christmas special. It says that he wishes you all a very Merry Christmas. I suppose he could have said that really after the outro music, but he's gonna let me say it. A big thank you to all his guests, and of course, Mr. Ed Bird. Absolute legend. I hope he's received his Christmas gift. I hope he's been a good boy this year, and I hope you two, you have as well. Well, I better go now, because it seems like I'm losing it a little bit at the end here, and it's been all podcast gold until now, and I don't want to ruin it. So do for me, Mr. Claus, also known as Santa, a Merry Christmas to you and your family, and I shall speak to you very soon. Ho, 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 ho. I've already said that, but Merry Christmas.
Skinny jeans, not my lover. It's just a guy that taught me about gardening. Skinny jeans, not my lover. It's just a
paradise. Carol, what brought you down? I've always lived in the city. And I've always yearned for a garden when I got the opportunity to.
Wow, what? And well, let me just say, after all that, many thanks to Peter, Dale for being on this week's Christmas special podcast, and to you, Santa Claus. Thanks very much. Absolute, just go with it, guys. Absolute pleasure, Lee. And can I just say, what a fabulous year you've had, and you are absolutely robbed at those GMG. I don't like going on about it too much. Apparently I've been on about it a little bit too much recently. Absolutely not. Luckily, before you go into your Christmas sing-along, do you fancy playing that Christmas song that you absolutely expertly put together this year? Do you mean the I Still Wish You Merry Christmas song? That's the one. Absolute gardening hit. You should be a singer, not a gardener. That has been said a few times. Wow! Don't let them put you down. Can we play it? Sure. Let's play. This is my Christmas single this year. I Still Wish You Merry Christmas. Please enjoy. The second I go on Insta, I see Perry's there. I think to myself, that's a lot of chest hair. Now I know not to go. I've got agents of feel call me the second best. Dave Lifton's calling me out for a Christmas song, but we know no competition, bro. I asked Subix for a barbecue, she never got back to me. I asked Monty for an interview, his agent said he's got no time, you see. I even said please, but I still wish you Merry Christmas! I still wish you Merry Christmas! I still wish you Merry Christmas! I still wish you Merry Christmas. I had exclusive on the podcast with Monty's Dark Nigel. Then grow like when it blows it by saying that it's me. Oh, thanks, Matty. Sean J's moving on to another allotment now. But what about Rusty the cat? I don't know. Where's his home? I went all the way to Dublin to see the Jedi Master, to tell him about these podcasts that should keep popping up, and I asked him what to do. And he just said, wish you Merry Christmas! I still wish you Merry Christmas! I still wish you Merry Christmas! I still wish you Merry Christmas! We've got podcasts asking listeners for money every week. And honestly, we've got some that put me straight to sleep. But all that said, I made a lot of mates along the way. I was podcast finalist at this year's GMG, and I know what Subix going well for a bit of tea or Monty chatting. To me, I would have took that trophy away. And I know if Subix come round for some tea and Monty, he could have chatted to me, I would have took the trophy away. I still wish you Merry Christmas. Well, Lee, this has gone on for far too long anyway. What a fabulous song, by the way. Thank you. Thanks so much. Honestly, I think... Is your accent okay? Yes, it's absolutely fine. I think now I'm getting a little bit cold and a little bit old for this.
and I was gonna hang around for some Christmas songs, but do you know what? I think I'm gonna head off. A little bit of cocoa and a little sleep. You do realise this is coming out on the 24th of December, but just before you've got to go deliver presents? Yes, of course. I was talking to the listeners that don't listen as soon as you upload. Surprising as that is, Lee. No, everyone listens on the dot, 6 o'clock every Monday. They listen as soon as it's uploaded, so... okay, whatever you say, boy. Have a Merry Christmas, Lee, and enjoy your sing-song. Okay, Santa, thanks, mate. See ya. You gonna... Let me just help you out the door. Some proper method accent here. See you later, mate. Thank you. Wow, well, dear listener, what a podcast, what a Christmas special podcast. Hello to you, all of you. Merry Christmas to anyone that is at work over the Christmas period. I hope that this little podcast cheers you up. Do you know what? I don't 100% know at the moment of this time of recording, but I think there's going to be a little bonus Christmas special coming out as well at some point. Or at least a New Year's special as well. So watch out for both of those. There's no promise there. There's absolutely no promise. This is all bonus. Don't expect anything too serious in this last bit. Let's have a little look here. Here we go. I did try doing this with Olive the other day, but oh my goodness, she did not like the Christmas songs. Here we go. I like this one. Brace yourself, guys. Oh, thanks for that. Yeah, cool. Oh, here we go. Merry Christmas, everyone. Whoa! I don't really know the start bit. Let's have a little drink. Last Christmas, I gave you me heart, but the very next day, you gave it away. This year, to save me from tears, I'll be giving it to someone special. You listener. Last Christmas, I gave you my podcast, but the very next day, you gave it away. This year, to save me from tears, I will give it to someone special. Oh yeah. Merry Christmas, everyone. It's been a good year this year. I hope you've enjoyed the podcast. Big up to Mano, seeing us out this year. Once bitten and twice shy, I keep my distance from any squirrel's eyes. Tell me, baby, do you recognize me? Well, it's been a year, it doesn't surprise me. I wrapped it and sent it with a note saying I'm a little bit too far ahead of myself. Now I know what a fool I've been, but if you kiss me now, I know you'll fool me again. Last Christmas I gave you my heart, but the very next day you gave it away. This year, to save me from tears, I'll give it to someone special. Last Christmas, I gave you my podcast, but the very next day, you gave it away. This year, to save me from tears, I'll give it to someone special. Oh yeah. Oh, baby. I can't remember this bit. Oh, I'm rubbish at this bit. I got such a sore throat for Christmas. What's going on? Crowded room, friends lips with tight eyes. I'm hiding from you, and you're so out of eyes. God, I thought you were someone to rely on. Me? I guess I was a shoulder to cry on. I faced a lover with a fear in his heart. A man undercover, but you tore me apart. Oh no, then I found a real love. You'll have to fool me again. I've never really read the lyrics to this. I gave you my heart, but the very next day you gave it away this year. To save me from tears, I'll give it to someone special. Last Christmas, I gave you my heart, but the very next day, you gave it away. This year, to save me from tears, I'll give it to someone special. It's quite a long song, this one. A man undercover, but you tore him apart. Maybe next year I'll give it to someone. I'll give it to someone. I totally lost it, even special someone. I really don't know the end to this one. Hashtag me sore throat. Wow, everyone! I think Santa did my throat in. Wow, here we go. We're gonna smash out a few tonight, baby. Oh, and an advert. Thanks for la 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 la. Don't listen to the adverts. Here we go. Let's find it. Oh, I love this one. Olive hates this one. It's Christmas time. There's no need to be afraid. At Christmas time, we let in light and we banish shades. Oh, I know this one better. And in our world of plenty, we can spread a smile of joy. For your arms around the world at Christmas time. But say a prayer. Pray for the other ones at Christmas time. It's hard, but when you're having fun. Can I just say something? Right? I know I'm going to get complaints about this. You didn't have to listen. The gold bit was before the outro. This is just for anyone that's driving along, unsure what they're doing with life. There's a world outside your window, and it's a world of dread and fear, where there's only water flowing. It's the bitter sting of tears. Ouch. And the Christmas bells that ring there, whoa, are clanging chimes of doom. Wow, tonight, thank God it's them instead of you. I've never really looked into the lyrics of this, but it's not the most. I understand the meaning of it, but it's not the most cheeriest. And there won't be snow in Africa this Christmas time. The absolute best line I've ever heard. I know we're dissecting Christmas songs here now. I've ever heard on a Christmas song. There won't be snow in Africa this Christmas time. I doubt there's ever been snow in Africa. I don't get that line. Don't understand it. The greatest gift they'll get this year is life. Whoa, where nothing ever grows, no rain or river flows Do they know it's Christmas time at all? Here's to you, raise a glass for everyone. Here's to them underneath that. I've never read these words before. Here's to them underneath that burning sun. Son, do they know it's Christmas time at all? Do you know what, actually? Do you have a drink? I'm drinking cola, by the way. It's 11 in the morning while I'm recording this. I actually did have a Christmas in the burning sun in Australia once. They didn't know it was Christmas either, so it's not just an African issue. It's been a while since I heard this. Feed the world. Let them know it's Christmas time. Feed the world. Let them know it's Christmas time. Feed the world. Let them know it's Christmas time. Feed the world. Let them know it's Christmas time. Oh, feed the world. Everybody now. Feed the world. Let them know it's Christmas time. Oh, feed the world. Let them know it's Christmas time. Feed the world. Let them know it's Christmas time again. I smashed the ending. God, my throat is sore. You won't hear this sort of singing gold on any other podcast, and probably for a reason. Let's be honest, probably for a reason. While we're here, I probably should say some not thanks, just some Merry Christmas to my fellow podcasters. You won't hear any of it. Oh, you might hear. Some of them might take it on. That should be a challenge, shouldn't it? Christmas challenge. Put some Christmas singing on your podcast. Some big ups to my podcast friends, or enemies, however you want to look at them. Friend first. Shall we go first? Mr. Richard Suggett. Big up to Suggett. He's going to be on the podcast over this Christmas period, so watch out for him from the Veg Grower podcast. Obviously, Mr. Peter Donegan has been on today from the Sod Show. Big up to you. Ben Dark, who I met again the other day from, what's his podcast called? The Garden Log. That's it, The Garden Log. Big up to you, my friend. All the team, this is a bit random, but all the team at Gardener's Question Time who've been on this year, thank you to you. Perone, she's Merry Christmas. Perone, if you're listening. She wouldn't be listening by now. She would have zoned out. Who else we got? Who else is there? Oh, Newbie to that. Oh, he's just brought his own one out. O'Brien, what's up, O'Brien? Big up to you. Anyone else? There's so many, isn't there? There's so many getting involved at the moment. I know of a few new ones coming out next year and all. So the Gardening podcast world is getting bigger and bigger. I remember someone once saying, it can only be a good thing. This is when I first started podcasting. It can only be a good thing that there's more podcasts going around. Yeah. I was gonna cue it there, so it's like straight in, but yeah. You ready for this one? Now you're talking. Snow is falling all around me. Children playing, having fun. It's the season, love and understanding. Merry Christmas, everyone. Time for parties and celebrations. People dancing all night long. Them presents and exchanging kisses. Time for singing Christmas songs. We're gonna have a party tonight. I'm gonna find that girl underneath the mistletoe. A kiss by candlelight. Room is swaying, records playing. Oh, the old songs we love to hear. And wish that every day was Christmas. What a nice way to spend the year. Oh, yeah. Shibba-da, dooba-da. I didn't know this was it. Shibba-da-ba-da, dooba-doo. What's that bit? Shibba-dooba-da, dooba-dooba-da, boop-doo. We're gonna have a party tonight. I'm gonna find that girl underneath the mistletoe. We'll go in candlelight. Snow is falling all around me. Children playing, having fun. It's the season, love and understanding. Merry Christmas, everyone. Merry Christmas, everyone. Oh, Merry Christmas, oh, everyone. Snow is falling all around me. Children playing, oh, having fun. It's the season, love and understanding. Merry Christmas, everyone. Merry Christmas. Oh, snow is falling all around me. Children playing, having fun. 'Tis the season, love and understanding. Merry Christmas, everyone. Oh, someone's falling. I can't believe it's still going. All around me. Children playing, having fun. 'Tis the season, love and understanding. Merry Christmas, everyone. Merry Christmas, everyone. Woo! Merry Christmas now, everyone. Ba-bow! What an absolute... Oh! What an absolute legendary song. I love that one. Loved it. Are you still there, guys? Are you still there? Good, good. Let's have two more, shall we? That's a bit... I was going to do Fairy Tales of New York, but don't think my throat will be able to handle it. Ah! Here's a classic for you. Wait there, guys. Here we go. Here's a classic. This could hurt. All these songs hurt my throat. Alright, we'll go for it though. When the snowman brings the snow, well, he might just like to know he puts a great big smile on somebody's face. Oh yeah. If you jump into your bed, quickly cover up your head. Don't you lock the doors, you don't let Santa Claus on his way. You're ahead of me. Well, I wish it could be Christmas every day. When the works are playing and the band begins to play. Ooh, I wish it could be Christmas every day. Oh, let the bells ring out for Christmas, Christmas, Christmas. Boom, boom, boom. In the park, if the storm cloud makes it dark, When you lose a chance going out the right way. Now the frosticles appear, and they're frozen to my beard. So we'll lie by the fire till the sleep simply knocks them away. Here we go. I wish it could be Christmas every day. When the kids start singing and the band begins to play. Woo, I wish it could be Christmas every day. So let the bells ring out for Christmas. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boo, boo, boo. Who brings the snow? Well, he might just like to know. He puts a great big smile on somebody's face. Well, Santa brings his sleigh all along the Milky Way. Well, I tell him I tell him to stay. Well, I wish it could be Christmas every day. When the kids start singing and the band begins to play. Oh. Every day. To let the bells ring out for Christmas. Come on, everyone! Wish it could be Christmas every day. When the lights start singing and the bells begin to play. Oh, I wish it could be Christmas every day. Let the bells ring out for Christmas. Why don't you give your love for Christmas? When the snowman makes the fall. I'm a bit early for this, but I'm well too early. When the snowman brings the snow. When the snowman brings the snow. Well, guys. Wow. I honestly don't think my throat's going to hold up much longer. Oh, dearie me. Look, if you've made it this far, thank you very much for listening to the podcast this year. Let's play that one. I like this one. We've got one more song coming up for you guys. I know. I tell you what happens every time I record a podcast. My studio / office is in my back garden. I look over my garden, my acres and acres of ground. It's not actually that big. And right at the back, my neighbour at the back has a greenhouse, and I always see him. He's an old boy, but he's smashing it on the old veg and that. And he sees me, and he asked me the other day what I do, and I said I'm a gardener. And he said, "Well, don't see you do much gardening, boy." Well, I said, "Well, that's me New Year's resolution. I'm going to do more gardening." But it does make me think that, look, I'm very lucky to be able to produce this podcast. A big up Mano one more time, and have you guys listening and giving me support along the way. Or getting emotional here, guys. I know a lot of you listen to this in the car, on the way to work, on the way back from work, while you're at work, during the week. And it's an absolute privilege to... God, this is getting deep. Privilege to be in your ears every week or whenever you can be bothered to listen. I totally understand that sometimes I can get a bit annoying. So I just want to say thank you very much. And if on this Christmas Eve or any time over Christmas you're on your way back from work to see the family, I'll tell you what my biggest thing is. This is my biggest thing this year is if you're at home, and I'm bad at this, but for the last few weeks I've been really pushing this a lot more. If you're at home, be at home. Leave the phone upstairs. Unless it's your only phone, leave it downstairs. But just leave it over in the corner, leave it in the kitchen, leave it out of the way. If you're with family, if you're down with your missus, if you got your mum and dad over, just be part. This is not, I haven't got to do this, but be part of the day. Be part of the experience of Christmas. Don't worry about what everyone else is up to. Don't worry about liking messages on Instagram and getting back to people. You wish you Merry Christmas to your mates. Sure. But don't worry about replies. Don't worry about that. I can wait till tomorrow. Wait till another day. Christmas is about being with the people that you love and you care about. Obviously, as long as you like everything of Skinny Jean Gardeners on Facebook, and that's absolutely fine. And also share the Christmas song. But after that, enjoy the rest of your day. I'm rambling a little bit. Maybe it's the Coca-Cola Zero that's running through me bloodstream right now. I do wish you all a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. The podcast can only get better. It can't get any worse. I've got some big plans for next year, and I won't get you guys involved, so watch out for that. Watch out for next week's New Year's special. Maybe I might do a little bonus podcast in between there. I don't know yet. There's no promises. Big respect to all you guys. Have a very Merry Christmas, and this is the final song. Queued up perfectly. Here we go. Oh, yeah. Nice long intro, I like that. I'm driving home for Christmas. Oh, I can't wait to see those faces. I'm driving home for Christmas, yeah. While I'm moving down that line. Well, it's been so long that I won't be there. I sing this song to pass the time away. Driving in my car, driving home for Christmas. It's gonna take some time, but I'll get there, top to toe and tailbacks. If you're on the M25, good luck, I'll probably see you passing by. I have lights all around me, but soon there'll be a freeway. Get my feet on holy ground. So I sing for you. Though you can't hear me when I get through, and I feel you near me, driving in my car. I'm driving home for Christmas. Driving home for Christmas with 1,000 memories. I take a look at the driver next to me. He's probably absolutely fuming. It's just the same. Stuck in traffic, yeah. It's just the same. Time to tell in tailbacks. Oh, I got red lights all around me. I'm driving home for Christmas, yeah. Get my feet on holy ground. So I sing for you, though you can't hear me when I get through. Oh, you feel near me, driving in my car, driving home for Christmas. Driving home for Christmas with 1,000 memories. I take a look at the other driver sitting next to me. He's going faster in that other lane. Should I swap lanes? He's driving home, driving home, driving home for Christmas. Yeah. Just didn't realise that was the end of that song. Oh man, I love that. What a tune, guys. Oh, do you know what? I was going to make that my last song. I'm feeling really Christmassy right now. I tell you what, that is not going to be the last song. This is going to be. Hang on. Now let's have a look. Let's have a look, guys. Just wait there. We're really going into overtime here. It's going against all the rules. I really got into that one. Oh man, White Christmas. What's White Christmas? Oh yeah, let's do this one then. Let's do this. Last one, guys. Last one. Promise you now. Promise. Promise. Last one. Last one. Right, here we go. You ready for this? Let's have it. Let's have it. I watched Home Alone the other day, actually. It's not the one I thought. It's not the one I thought. We'll go with it. I'm... Nice slow one. Dreaming of a white Christmas, just like the one. Absolute downer for the last song. I'm not having that. I'm not having that for the last song. What's this one? Little advert. Come on, let's have it. Let's have it then. Yeah, now you're talking. Last song, this one. Jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell rock. Jingle bells swing and jingle bells ring. I suppose that last monologue I did about spending time with your family sort of wasted after this me carrying on, innit? Anyway. Snowblower blowing up bushels of fun. Now the jingle hop has begun. I've lost the tune. No. Jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell rock. Woo! Jingle bells chiming, jingle bell time. Dancing and prancing in Jingle Bell Square. In the frosty air. What a bright time. It's the right time to rock the night away. Oh God, I don't like this one. What are we going to end it on then, Lee? What are you going to end it on? I'm going to... What's that one? Yeah. I know. I'm not going to do the Mariah Carey one. No way. No way. That little drone in the background is... What? Ah, let's do it. Tony Bennett. Hello. That's what I'm talking about. Dwayne, oh, you horses. You better watch out. You better not cry. You better not pout. I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming to town. He's making a list. He's checking it twice. Gonna find out who's naughty or nice. Santa Claus is coming to town. Smashing these last ones, aren't I? He sees you when you're sleeping. He knows when you're awake. He knows if you've been bad or good or so good, for goodness sake. Oh, you better watch out. You better not cry, you better not pout. I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming to town. He sees you when you're sleeping. He knows when you're awake. He knows if you've been bad or good. So be good for sake. Oh, you better not shout. You better not cry. You better not pout. Well, I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming to town. Boom, boom. Is that it? That can't be it. That cannot. That's it. Well, my goodness. Should we call time in it? Are we called someone? Do you know what I need? I need a producer. If anyone wants to come and produce the show for 52 episodes, to tell me when to stop, then let's just do this last one. What is this one? Come on. Okay, this really is the last one. He says, no, it really is. Stop messing around. The mood is right. The spirit's up. We're here tonight. And that's enough. Simply having a wonderful Christmas time. Simply having a wonderful Christmas time. The party's on. The feeling's here. That only comes this time of year. Simply having a wonderful Christmas time. Simply having a wonderful Christmas time. The choir of children sing their song. Ding dong, ding. Oh. Ding dong, ding dong, ding dong, ding. Ooh. Oh man. There's a lot of doo-doos in this bit, and get through this bit. Oh yeah. Simply having a wonderful Christmas time. We're simply having a wonderful Christmas time. The word is out about the town to lift a glass. Oh, don't let down. Simply having a wonderful Christmas time. The choir of children sing their song. Ding dong ding, ding dong ding. The party's on, the spirit's up. We're here tonight. Oh, that's enough. Simply having a wonderful Christmas time. We're simply having a wonderful Christmas time. Karaoke versions always sound great, don't they? Killing McCartney. The mood is right. Spirits up. We're here tonight. Ooh, that's enough. Simply having a wonderful Christmas time. Simply having a wonderful Christmas time. Simply having a wonderful Christmas time. Ooh, oh, wonderful Christmas time. I don't know the ending. Well, there you have it, everyone. Merry Christmas to you and your loved ones. I shall see you next week. Throat is gone. Pint, guys. Let's do it. It's more for dramatic effect. That was so I didn't actually leave the studio. Yeah.
This is a Sunday Gardener. Dotson.